Hello and welcome, this is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more Wargame Red Dragon. In the last video, I was able to successfully defend against an airborne regiment. Now we have to fight off a marine regiment that's attacking me. Interestingly enough, this marine regiment attacked my aircraft carrier escort group, which is interesting. I outnumber them. Morale's the same, cohesion's the same. I guess we'll see what happens. They do have 22 ships versus my 38. They don't have any... Yeah, they don't have any resupply ships, so once they fire off their missiles, they're pretty much done. So I don't think this is going to be too bad of a fight. The problem that I see is we really don't have those ships that we used to knock out the enemy missiles. So, we do have these helicopters, but I don't think they have any way of resupplying. We'll just have to see how this goes, but let's go ahead and launch the battle. Now, from what I could see, because we moved into the region second, they kind of count as the defending forces, and they have more of the map control. All right, so our biggest ships are these Type 21s. The Oliver Hazard Perry... Oh, no, that's not true. The Oliver Hazard Perry is the bigger of the two. Okay. Well, Oliver Hazard Perry is going to be a little bit better, isn't it? Well, I'm not exactly sure how the enemy is going to deploy their forces. They may deploy right next to me, and if that's the case, we're going to want to try and use our range to best advantage. So I'm going to go ahead... Oh, yeah, I can't delete that guy. Get on Oliver Hazard Perry in here. Let's get the Type 21, move him back. Now, they may not deploy here. I don't know. I mean, we'll just have to see. But with the kind of range that our missiles have, we've got almost 9,000 meters with these missiles. I think that could be pretty damn effective. So let's do 4 of these guys. I'll deploy them like that. And then we'll get a couple of these supply ships. We'll put one there. Put another one here. Do we want to be clumped up like that? Because we've seen the anti-ship missiles have a habit of taking out many ships at once. Maybe we don't. I think we probably do want to go with a bunch of helicopters. At least in the initial stage, because I don't know if they have much way of fighting them off. I think I'm going to focus, though, on getting as many of the Oliver Hazard Perrys as I can fit on here. And we will buy the helicopters as we can afford them. I think that's the route I'm going to take. Okay, well, let's go ahead and launch this sucker. I'm a little bit nervous because of their ability to hit me, perhaps, and me not have a whole lot of ability to knock out their missiles like we had before, because I didn't see that type of... Okay. So I'm going to try and get the shots at range here. So I had 2 firing over there. We're going to have these 2 fire over here. The Oliver Hazard Perrys, we're going to have steam forward and also attack, as they can be pretty valuable. And we'll have the other 2 in here. Okay. Now, they only have 6 of the Luda-class ships, they're big ones, and they already have 4 or 3 deployed in here, so that's half of them. They have another one up here, they have another one over here, and they have another one over here. So we know where all of them are. That gives us, in my opinion, quite an advantage. Unless I'm mistaken and they don't really have those zones. All right, we're going to move on up. The Type 21 I'm going to kind of keep hanging back with. But we should be able to outrange the enemy. At least that's the idea. And when I can afford it, I'm going to pull 2 helicopters, and we're going to have those come in. Okay, we're going to start firing our missiles here. Kind of range we can fire these at is going to be much greater than what the enemy can fire at. Okay, we got enough for the helicopters, so let's go ahead and get 2. Deploy them in. Yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of. They do have a lot of ability. Okay, we're going to have to change up our targets here. We're going to want to go after the muskets. As we've seen in the past, when they're all clumped together like that, they're actually, you know, a lot easier target for us. So it's going to be the idea. Okay, and then I'm going to go after another group over here. Now, some of these missiles, if they did go through, should have done some damage to the muskets, I'm hoping. But yeah, they have a lot more potential of shooting down the missiles than I think I do. So, a little bit worried about that. Okay. Turn off fuel so we're not wasting for that. Move up a little bit, though, with this group. Because we're not really rearming the Pegasus ships. And the Type 21, these guys should be standing still now. So let's get our Type 21 up here. Maybe it can shoot some of those missiles down. Actually, we didn't want that, did we? Tell them to stop. Okay, here come the helicopters. Okay, a lot of casualties there. Have them go after these guys. Okay, firing away. Okay, everybody should be in range now. We're going to continue to fire away. Go after the Luda class ship because it's getting closer. Get another 2 helicopters in here. We are eventually going to get more supply things in. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the ship so they don't steam ahead in case they do run out of missiles. Okay. There's more missiles than they can take care of. Yeah, our helicopters are halfway done with their missiles. Okay. How are we doing with supply? Let's go get some more of these guys. So I'll put one right in there. Okay, we don't actually have many more that we have to do here. That's a big salvo there. Okay, this guy's out of missiles, so we're going to go ahead and have him come over here. If we're able to take out many more of these muskets, or even the Luda class ship, will be golden. Get another one of these supply guys in. Can afford him. Okay. Be able to now. Yeah, so we're running out of missiles now.
Where do you need us, sir?
We managed to take out that group. Okay, helicopters, come on in.
On my way to coordinates, out.
Okay, they're starting to fire crap at me, which I'm not too happy about. We should have some ability to knock them out, but they may get some casualties in on me. Oh, the Oliver Hazard Parries have very good defense. Okay, we got enough casualties. I mean, that was nice and quick. Didn't destroy them, but We do get to gain morale on our end and lower morale on theirs. I don't think I can get any better than 6 points, though, as we kind of see. Okay. Oh. What I should have done, and I kind of realized I failed at this, is I should have had that one naval squadron rebase, and I didn't do that. All right, well, that was a nice short one, so I think we're going to keep going here. Let's see. So the Marine Regiment we can kind of just stay on top of, or we could just stay where we are. I mean, that's a perfectly fine way of dealing with these guys. They can't invade me if I keep that ship there. Because we knocked out this guy, I do have the ability to do a naval invasion here and capture this. As far as I can tell, they have no forces in here. And if this is just their... Well, no, their air squadrons are still here. So they do have counterattack potential. They're probably going to use these units to counterattack. Now, the thing is, all of these guys have been knocked back, right? So if I follow through, does that just destroy them? I don't really know, but I'm actually tempted to do it anyway, because we have beat them up, and they have no back line now, at all. As a matter of fact, I could go ahead with this guy and go in and attack this. I mean, there's nobody defending it. And then I could take my big group here, the ones that still can fight, we could take them in and push these guys. I honestly think they did get destroyed, though, if we follow up on them. So, well, let's check that. We have... What's that new regiment we just pulled in? This one. Let's check. We attack here. Do these guys just all get destroyed? Because it sure looks like that's what's going to happen. Yeah, boom. Goodbye. So they have, like, no army left. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep driving forward. Despite the casualties I've taken, why the hell not? So we'll kind of split these guys up. So... sure. Heavy tanks go over this way. Artillery go over this way. Okay, we're going to send this regiment. And this regiment. Oh, you know what? I did that. As I said, we could send these guys in. So that would be a little bit extra. These guys I'll keep in reserve just in case. We'll put the... Now, you don't actually have any... but we could attack deeper with this unit and then follow it up with the gunship company. It's kind of a risky proposition, but honestly, I mean, they don't have a whole lot here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this guy up. In here. This will give us some vision. So they've got a militia regiment. We're going to go ahead and embark. We took some casualties, but nothing really to worry about. That should be the end of that turn, so... We're not going to be able to do our naval invasion necessarily this turn, but we're in a good position here. Okay. Then the light tank battalion. Over. We'll send everything else over into this group. And do we want to risk sending the gunship company and the Gurkhas regiment up together in here? I have a feeling this is just another militia regiment. And we could back them with planes. Yeah, most of our planes can reach. So, I'm pretty tempted to do that. We're going to go ahead and follow these guys up. That will just destroy them. Then our planes should be able to reach in there. We'll get the Sea Harriers in. Yeah, we'll get some pretty damn good air support here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we'll just be able to drive these guys all the way back. Just going to move the Light Horse Battalion up here just as a precaution. Okay. Well, as I said, I don't see any reason not to put everything I have that can reach. We'll put this guy up here because I don't have anywhere else to put him. Put the anti-ship guy. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We don't have any more enemy in the ocean, so... I guess I'll put them up. Oh, yeah, they can't reach. Okay. All right, I'm not going to worry about that unit then. All right. I guess we'll take the 2 helicopter units, and we will indeed go up into this region. Okay. Gurkha Regiment, follow up. Support. I don't have any closer airbase, so I really can't deploy these guys any closer to help out. We'll send the logistics guys too. Why not? They can get there. Okay, so what do we have left of the enemy? We've got a reserve tank regiment. We've got a plane that's anti-ship they haven't been using because they don't have a situation where they really could have used it. Militia regiment and a militia regiment. So we're going to kick these guys' ass. We overran them over here, destroyed them here, and really all I have left to do is just end my turn and have things kind of play out. We don't have any points that we can deploy here, and I've just moved forward. Yeah, there's stuff I could have refit. There's things I could have done with that, but it looks like we're going to be able to take this entire region without too much difficulty, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's end the turn. Let's see what the enemy does here. They're going to move their militia regiment up, which is just going to get them killed because I am going to do a naval invasion here. Now, I could have gotten my cohesion back up, and that is going to be one problem we have. But this militia regiment only has 1 cohesion, so it shouldn't be too difficult for me to do things here. So we're going to have at least 1 attack. I think we should kill this unit. And we're 1 point shy of doing that. All right. So we're going to go ahead, move here, and then disembark to there. Getting our Marines in. We're not going to start the battle just yet, though. I would like to move in anything that would be able to fight now. So this guy can fight now. The logistics company could fight now. This regiment can fight now. Artillery, no. Anti-tank company, yes. Now, I'm going to imagine this militia regiment is not very good. I mean, first, we're going to have a big morale advantage. But secondly, as far as quality of troops goes... Yeah, okay. That's not anything scary. They've got tanks. They're very... they're light tanks, so that's not too scary. Okay. And I am going to be able to use air power and other things and sea power and all kinds of stuff against them. Now, as far as this attack goes, I think we should kill these guys first. So I'm going to take my... and we're going to have a similar militia regiment here. They do have some anti-air capability, 2 platoons worth. But other than that, they don't have much else, I don't think. Well, this can do stuff against helicopters. I think I've used this before, though, and they're not that useful. So only a platoon's worth. That's not too much to worry about. So, yeah, I think we take the Gurkha Regiment and the Gunship Company, and we just go in and smash these guys. We'll have the Logistics Company come in with us. Helicopters do benefit from that. Okay. And planes. What can we do to help here? Well, these guys I'm going to move up. I guess we'll move these other things in with... oh, okay. I guess we can't move over that way because there's no arrows. Okay, so it's a possibility that this unit's kind of in danger from an attack from this reserve tank regiment. So I have to be careful there. I should probably put some air power in there just to defend. Go ahead and move this guy in here. Put some air coverage here because we are a little bit worried about that. There's not going to be any air assets here, and we'll destroy these guys before it's a problem. So unless they counterattack me in, then not too much of a problem. I could put the... These guys reach anything? No, not really. So the Harriers. Harriers can't really reach anything either. Not anything useful. So it's mostly going to be up to the F4s and these guys. Well, this, I think we've already overmatched this guy pretty well. I think I'm just going to put an F4 up in there, just in case they do end up counterattacking me. It'd be very unwise to attack me here, though. But they will have a lot of air assets, so I'm a little worried about that. Out of curiosity, can I rebase here? Because this is a Harrier. See if it lets me. No, it doesn't. That's unfortunate. Okay. And then the Tornado, we'll go ahead and put in here to help us out with this combat. Yeah, again, give us air coverage in case they do decide to counterattack me at all. Okay. That's pretty much all I think I can do. Some of these units we could move up to help out. I think we move these guys up this way. Help solidify this region. And then these guys will move up after we engage here. We're going to engage here, and then we'll move these guys up. I mean, it doesn't really matter what order we do it in. What the hell? We'll just do it now. Okay. I think we're more or less good to go with everything. What the hell? We'll put the Air Defense Company up here, too. We might need them eventually. Okay, let's go with this is fight first, because this one I think we're going to more easily win. Okay, so we've got the naval sector, which is going to be the marine landing, and then we've got this land sector as well. So as far as forces, we're way outnumbering them. We have way more points than they do. They have only 1 cohesion to our 5. We only need 500 points to win. Their stuff's going to be cheap, though, so I am going to have to kill quite a lot of it, probably. So let's launch a battle. Oh, okay. Or they'll just retreat. Interesting. Probably the same thing will happen over here, then. So let's do that. Okay, so similar situation here. They only have 1 cohesion to our 5. Because of their low morale, we only need 500 points to defeat them. Let's see if they stick around. Launch battle. No, of course not. Well, you know, I guess that makes sense. And we do have enough here to R&R, so do we have the need to do that? Yep, we do. Now, we could attack now, but that would be bad, because they have all their air power here. Let's R&R and get our cohesion back up, so that when we do this fight, we're going to be attacking from a lot of different directions, and that's going to advantage us quite a bit. All right, well, we've got air power in all 3 zones, so if they attack me in any one place, I will have some coverage. Let's see what happens. I'm going to end my turn here. We have managed to capture almost everything here except this, which we may send some units, just maybe a 1 token unit over here to capture that so we get all those points. But let's end turn and see what happens. Okay, they are going to counterattack here. This is a total victory. Our troops have inflicted heavy casualties to Beijing, who now have no choice but to agree to our conditions. You could not have achieved better results. The Union Jack is likely to keep flying over Hong Kong for at least another century. I don't know if we got to our time limit. I didn't pay attention to the turn counter. But, I mean, this was a pretty quick campaign as well. As a matter of fact, I kind of felt like it was really easy, even more so than the previous campaign. I felt like the previous campaign was easy. This one seemed really easy. Yeah, you had some really big battles, and they were kind of dicey. They could have gone either way, but when it comes down to it, I won every time. And honestly, I probably could have drove forward earlier than I did. But yeah, you know, them just taking all their forces and making them into a big ball and just charging them into me, All I had to do is defeat them on their turn, drive them back, and then just follow into them like I did, and we destroyed their entire force. And then we just followed them in because they had nothing left. So, yeah, pretty darn easy victory. And I think that's going to be it for this campaign. Just like previous campaigns, that's more or less it. So this is going to be a nice short video. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed the campaign. I was kind of surprised how quickly it went because it seemed like a much more complex campaign. But when it really came down to it, despite looking complex, there really was just one region that you were just funneling the enemy troops into, and it didn't last that long. So, all right, interesting. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.